What's up with the squad? Back with What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I see in the title what's going down. Make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button. Y'all see how I just switched it up. I will edit this out, but we like everything natural. Somewhat. You know what I mean? But definitely hit that like button, that subscribe. Make sure y'all check out Doug in Exile. I seen this video. And honestly, the way that this judge do things, and we done seen it plenty of times. Seen it plenty of times, you know, especially over this year, last year even, how corrupt and messed up, you know, people could be. I literally, and I try to get off these videos so y'all can, you know, necessarily, in a way, spread this out, you know, to get, you know, things in the people's heads that's not realizing and seeing what's going on. I try my best to, but you know, obviously, y'all see how fast, you know, they'll shut the views down, and they'll try to shut me down, and you know, even shut me down, you know, and try to calm things, try to calm things down in a way to where my videos don't spread. But we're going to try our best, you know, to get this out, you know. So when I say, y'all, please like the video up, you know, and share it, please do that, you know, because a lot of this stuff needs to be out. I was actually on one of the Fox News channels, and I seen somebody, you know, joking about it, you know, like, bro, this man is going to jail, or this dude, put this dude in, you know, and it's a lot of, I see a lot of teens in there, you know, I see their profile pictures, and I see the way that they talk, you know. And I see it, and it's like they make a joke out of it, but they don't realize how this is an impact. You know, this has something to do with our lives. You know, and when they bring up Biden and Biden, he's this dude that doesn't. You know, you don't hear about what Biden is doing. Of course you don't. You know, what is he doing? You know, and a lot of people don't realize that they don't pay attention to that, and it's important too. Let's get a video, y'all.
Trump attorney Alina Habba is on Fox News revealing details about the way Judge Juan Merchan snuck out little details about Trump, or had them kind of be able to ruminate on the gross aspect of Stormy Daniels, then tell the jury, oh, it never should have happened. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. This is how these trashy people are trying to plaster Trump with just the Stormy Daniels story. It's not going to work. Remember the E-tape or whatever it is in 2016, they thought that would take him out, the extra Hollywood tape where Trump said he'd grab a girl, not that he said you can grab a girl, whatever, if you're famous enough. They thought that would end him, and it wasn't enough. Let's get into this one with Alina Habba.
Well, Judge Cannon reserved and did not give another date, but she said there is a tremendous amount of pretrial. There's other issues that have to be handled first. And
so she's giving us a quick update on the Eileen Cannon one that I forgot about. Just that how Jack Smith blew that case. It's getting pushed back indefinitely. Part of it because he covered up and doctored evidence. I'll explain in a minute.
Found out that Jack Smith has his hand in the cookie jar. He was intentionally taking evidence, not telling the court that he had basically taken classified document covers, put him on the wrong documents because they were sloppy.
These are about the photos. I don't know if you ever saw the Mar-a-Lago photos. It has stacks of documents all scattered on the floor. And they all have top secret, you know, classified statements on them. That was all doctored and posed. They put those covers on the documents, and come to find out, some of the documents they put those on were not classified documents. That's falsifying evidence. And that's why Aileen Cannon said, look, this is all a big can of worms. We have to push this back, buddy.
And then what they did was put it in a footnote. They didn't think, you know, when you put it in a footnote as a lawyer, that's, hey, I don't really want to highlight this, but it's in a footnote. And the people read it. We caught on. Obviously, our team is strong there, and they're looking at this closely. And Judge Cannon said, hold on. We got a lot of other things to do before you even try and pressure me, like you pressured many other judges, into having these rush trials before the November election.
So that one is done. Mar-a-Lago, done. Fonnie Willis, likely done. And this story,
It doesn't matter who you like, what you're about, anything like that. What's real is real. And I feel like that's what Judge Kennedy, did. What's real is real, and I really don't understand why they just don't leave this man alone. I don't understand that. I try to, and people would say, oh, it's because, it's the witch hunt, the corruption and, this and that. But just be fair. Be fair. I know, if none of this stuff, and he's already, doing well. He has a rally that he has coming up. I read. But my thing is that if none of this that's taken place, none of it's taken place, they already know where this would be at right now. It would be so much more. Obviously, I say all the time with these cases, this is campaign. People are doing it. He's getting it out there. He's not doing nothing but getting stronger through these cases. A lot of people don't see that. But at the same time, I look at the fact that if this wasn't this and it wasn't this many cases, you got with Letitia James, you got with Jack Smith, you got with Fannie Willis, you got all this going on. Do you know how much? I feel like it'd be way more, and I really can't say that. I can, but I can't really say that. I feel like it'd be so much more done. But at the same time, like I just said, it already is. I mean, look at these cases. This stuff isn't doing nothing but helping them out at the end of the day.
Stormy
That's how I
Daniels
feel.
one, well, there's no jail time associated with it.
Judge Merchan said about the defense complaining about the testimony, he said, I agree. It would have been better if some of these things had been left unsaid.
Now, this is about Judge Merchan allowing this gross testimony to come out about Stormy Daniels speaking specifics about her and Trump in the sack, which is nobody's business, isn't even part of the case because it's not because Trump still could have paid her hush money even if it wasn't true. It might not be true for all I know. She could be lying about the whole thing. Maybe he pays her hush money because it's easier to pay her $130,000 to keep her quiet than to have her spill all this detail out to Melania.
But they were already said in front of the jury.
Yeah, this is the problem here. And the judge did try and put guardrails with the prosecution and say that these are the guardrails.
The problem is you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. You can't unhear something. But he said, yeah, we got to put the guardrails back on this, guys. I originally said you could tell all these Stormy Daniels stories. Now, let's veer away from that in this trial. And Judge Merchan knew it was too late. He wanted to slander Trump in public first.
Just go back to basics here. This is about books and records keeping. This is about somebody in Trump Tower who registered a legal fee as a legal fee payment. Okay, that's it. A payment to Michael Cohen, who was an attorney, to reimburse him was a legal fee. That's what this case is about. Where was President Trump? In the White House.
So Trump can't be responsible for this if he was in the White House. He had nothing to do with all this stuff. That's why he was saying earlier that he just probably signed a document, saying pay whatever. It's part of his business. He signs hundreds of documents to have his business pay for stuff.
And they're trying to now make this a very salacious, it's a complete extortion situation. And they're using their hand for the Biden administration to, number one, slow him down so that he can't go on the campaign trail. Number two, get headlines that they think will damage him.
So all of this is just a big...
And, people will say, slow him down. Obviously, it does in a way. But at the same time, people don't know that, again, this ain't doing nothing but helping. It's I'm going to tell y'all, and then I'm going to play the rest of this video. This stuff that's happening to him ain't doing nothing but making him stronger, making his team stronger, and on top of that, making his supporters stronger. That's all it is doing. And when I say stronger, you pushing it out for him. When you say campaign, we are that, You push it out, you do this, you do that as much as you can. It's so many people that literally love, oh, Biden this, Biden that, Biden this, and it switched over like, oh yeah, I see what they doing with Trump, man. I think Trump is he got to be the best. I didn't see so many people do that. We didn't see so many artists, rappers, people that say move. It's so many people that's like, dang, I'm starting to realize this. You know? I don't know, y'all.
Use of the
What are y'all thoughts?
of trial time for the Democrats to try and campaign against Trump. And then Trump, of course, is going to just say, fine, you got me tied up in court. How about I use this to campaign against you? And that is what this election is about. Not Trump versus Biden, but Trump versus the corrupt state.
Clear. And the judge was trying to prevent that. But I can tell you, I just thought the prosecution completely disregarded the guardrails, didn't care. And that's why we moved for a mistrial.
Oh, so I didn't hear that they moved for a mistrial. And so I haven't heard anything on that, but that's the first I heard of it. So I hope they do get a mistrial. They should.
How effective can the limiting instructions be for jurors?
I think they're useless. I think they're completely useless. I'll be honest with you.
I love this, too, because I'm very skeptical of our court system. It's antiquated. This is foolish to think that you can say you can get the judge can give instructions. You're not allowed to allow that testimony by Stormy Daniels to affect your decision is ridiculous. After what they hear, you can't, it's like if I show you a photo of a dead puppy on the side of the road, then say, oh, just pretend like you didn't see it. You can't unsee that.
This is an art. It's not
Exactly.
a science. When you're in a courtroom, no matter what the reporters are saying, you have to understand that as an attorney, it's a craft. You have to sit there, you have to listen, you have to read the room, you have to read the judge and the jury.
I only put that clip in there because she said that being a lawyer is an art form, and I'm an artist, so I get to weigh in on this because I think I'm kind of an expert on the arts. I do agree. It is not about studying the law. It's about reading people in that jury and manipulating them, giving them information, influencing them. That's the art form of this stuff. And I hate to say it, but that's why I don't think it's about justice.
If you constantly object and a judge is constantly saying you're overruled, how does that make you look to a jury? Right. There is a dance that you have to do, and you have to look at everything. So that was a little bit of an unfair assumption, if you ask me.
I'm sorry.
That was because Judge Mershon blamed Trump's defense for not objecting enough during that Stormy Daniels thing. And she's saying you don't want to object all the time because it can be seen as being too much of a chatterbox and too disruptive. So that's her defense. That's his defense. In the meanwhile, though, this is good. I just wanted to give you a little more detail about how gross Juan Mershon ran his courtroom. It's disrespectful to his career and to the law. And this thing really ought to be thrown out on a mistrial. I'm Doug.
Definitely. Y'all let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below. I honestly think this is stuff just to slow them down. I honestly don't think that this is something that, is going to push that, people, oh, he's going to jail. Oh, he's getting ready for prison. He's doing this. He's doing that. No, first of all, don't wish that on nobody. That's what you don't do. There's so many people that's so negative. So many people that's negative in the comments or anything. Just because y'all, why would you want? Why? I'm confused on why people, and this is the question, you in my comments, if y'all got enough say to be disrespectful in my comments, the ones, y'all know who I'm talking about, if y'all so disrespectful enough to do these, and it's not, y'all know, it's not some of y'all, but the ones that are, being disrespectful, that's, Biden and Trump is going to jail and he's doing this. So I'm asking you, the ones that's disrespectful, the ones that's for Biden, what personally do you see that Biden does great for this country? That's a question that I have for y'all. And, we're going to see if those people actually comment and say something, because I already know y'all go tell me that nothing, but make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, but make sure y'all go check out Doug Ass out. Catch y'all next one.